Hello students, in previous lecture we have studied about the few theorems which is related with the properties of parallelogram, and those theorem which is given under the concept test for parallelogram. Today we are going to solve few examples as well as few corollary theorems. That means it is a theorem which is based on test for parallelogram. Those examples we will solve today. Then see here, first of all I am going to prove one more property which is a corollary of test for parallelogram. That is, see here, every rhombus is a parallelogram. That means rhombus, all of you studied about the different types of quadrilateral. Rhombus is one of the type of quadrilateral. First of all, we will draw rhombus. It is a quadrilateral of which four sides, that is all sides of quadrilateral, if it is congruent, then it is a rhombus. Then see here, one of the quadrilateral which is drawn here, that is quadrilateral ABCD, in which all sides, that is AB congruent, BC congruent, CD congruent, AD, that means all four sides of this quadrilateral is congruent, therefore it is a rhombus. Then we have to prove that rhombus is also parallelogram. Therefore, first of all we have to write the given properties, that is using with the help of, that is, figure. See here, in figure ABCD, which is a quadrilateral which is given here, that is a rhombus. Therefore, first of all we have to write quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. It is a rhombus. That means as it is a rhombus, therefore we can write like this, that is AB congruent, BC congruent, CD congruent, AD. That means all four sides of rhombus are congruent. Then we have to write, that is the property which we have to prove here, that is written in the to prove. That is, we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram. Therefore, see here, we can use the properties which is given in the test for parallelogram to prove this theorem. Then see here, first of all we have to use the concept which is given, that is in the figure. Therefore, see here, quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. First of all we have to write the property which is given here. ABCD is a rhombus. That means here AB congruent, BC congruent, CD, and here CD congruent, AD. That means all sides of rhombus are congruent, isn't it? Therefore, we can write that AB congruent CD. AB congruent CD. That means it is a opposite pair of that quadrilateral, opposite pair of side of quadrilateral, that is AB congruent CD. Let this equation number 1. Similarly, we can write that BC congruent AD. Let this equation number 2. Then see here, from equation 1 and 2, see here, opposite pair of sides of this quadrilateral are congruent. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2 we can write quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram because we have already proved one property which is given in the test for parallelogram, that is test for parallelogram, and that property is if the quadrilateral in which opposite sides are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. That property, on the basis of this property, we can conclude that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. That means here every rhombus is a parallelogram. This property is proved here. Then similarly we can prove one more corollary, that is every rectangle is a parallelogram by considering the properties which is related with the rectangle, that which we have already studied in the previous standard. Using those property we can prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram, and with the help of test for parallelogram, the properties which is given in the test for parallelogram, we can prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram. You should prove this property in your notebook with the help of test for parallelogram. Then we will solve the examples which is based on test for parallelogram, which is given in the practice set 5.2. Then we will solve the first example which is given in the practice set 5.2. See here, in this example, quadrilateral ABCD which is given here is a parallelogram. And here P is a midpoint of side AB. That means here AP congruent PB. Then similarly Q is a midpoint of CD is given here. Therefore here QD congruent CQ. Then we have to prove that the new quadrilateral which is formed here, that is APCQ, is a parallelogram. Then from given condition we have to prove that APCQ is a parallelogram. Then see here, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Then we can write that AB parallel CD and as well as AD parallel BC. Then as AB parallel CD as well as, see here, as ABCD is a parallelogram, then the opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. That we have proved already in the few theorems. Therefore we can write that AB congruent CD. See here, AB and CD are congruent. Then let this equation number 1 and let this equation number 2. Then see here, as AB and CD are congruent, and here see here P is a midpoint of, here P is a midpoint of AB. Therefore we can write that AP congruent BP. That means AP and BP are congruent. Then here Q is a midpoint of CD, which is given here, CD. Therefore we can write that QD congruent CQ. Then see here, but here AB congruent CD. in equation number 1, see here, AB congruent CD, and here, but what is AB? AB is nothing but AB, AP plus BP. AB is nothing but AP plus BP. Then is equals to, see here, what is CD? CD is here QD plus CQ. But see here, AB congruent CD, that is AP plus BP. But AP congruent BP, AP and BP are congruent. If we consider AP congruent BP is equals to X, and here therefore we can write X plus X is equals to QD congruent CQ, and let this Y, therefore here QD, that is Y plus CQ Y. Therefore here we can write 2X is equals to 2Y. Therefore here X is equals to Y. But what is X? X is nothing but here X is AP or BP. AP or BP. Then what is X? X, it may be AP, isn't it? And what is Y? Y is nothing but it is a QD and CQ. Therefore we can write here that is AP congruent CQ. Then see here, let this equation number 3. Then see here, in equation number 1, AB parallel CD, isn't it? As AB parallel CD, therefore AP parallel CQ. Therefore here AP parallel CQ from, because here AB parallel CD is given from equation 1. In equation 1, what is given here? AB parallel CD, because quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore AB parallel CD, therefore AP parallel CQ, isn't it? Let this equation number 4. Then see here, from equation number 3 and equation number 4, focus here, AP congruent CQ and AP parallel CQ. Then it is a side of AP and CQ are the side of quadrilateral APCQ. Then from equation 3 and 4, here in quadrilateral APCQ, AP congruent CQ and AP parallel CQ, therefore quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Why? Because the property which is given in the test for parallelogram. Test for parallelogram. Test for parallelogram. That is the property which is given in the test for parallelogram, that is if any quadrilateral of which one pair of opposite side are congruent as well as parallel to each other, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Therefore in quadrilateral APCQ, AP and CQ are the opposite pair of sides which are congruent as well as parallel. Therefore quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram according to the test for parallelogram here. That type of few examples which is given in the practice set 5.2. One more example which is given here, that is in practice set 5.2. See here, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. And here, see here, the angle bisectors of every angles of parallelogram which is given here. See here, ray AR is an angle bisector of this angle A. Ray DP is an angle bisector of angle D, and ray CP is an angle bisector of angle C, and ray BR is an angle bisector of angle B. And here, because of those angle bisectors of all angles of parallelogram, here new quadrilateral which is formed here, that is PQRS. We have to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. That means we have to prove that every angle of PQRS, that means angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle RS, is a right angle, that is of 90 degree. Then we have to prove this property from given condition, that is here. First of all, we have to write quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore, as ABCD is a parallelogram, therefore we can write here AB parallel, BC parallel, CD parallel, AD, as well as we can write that AB congruent CD and AD congruent BC, as well as one more property is there which is related with the parallelogram. Opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Therefore, angle BAD congruent angle here BCD. Then see here, as well as here angle ADC congruent angle ABC. Then first of all, see here angle A, considering angle A, here angle bisector AR is an angle bisector of angle A. Therefore, but here because of ray AR is a angle bisector of angle BAD. Therefore, here this angle, that means angle BAR and angle DAR are congruent, that is of x degree. Therefore, see here angle BAR is equals to angle DAR is equals to x degree. Then here angle BCD, of which here CP, ray CP is an angle bisector of angle BCD. Therefore, here angle BCP and angle here DCP are also congruent. But see here angle BAD and angle BCD are congruent. Therefore, these are also of x degree, because those both angles are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, and because of angle bisector, congruent angles are formed. Therefore, angle here BCP congruent angle DCP, that is also of x degree. Then here similarly angle ADC congruent angle ABC, then here as well as ray DP is an angle bisector angle bisector of angle ADC. Angle ADC. Therefore, here angle ADP. Angle ADP is equals to angle CDP. CDP is equals to y degree. Let this angles are of y degree. Then here ray BR is an angle bisector of angle ABC. Therefore, here angle ABR is equals to angle here CBR is equals to y degree, because here angle ADC and angle ABC are also congruent. Therefore, here opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Then see here we have to now focus on, that is called triangle PDC. In triangle PDC, see here angle P plus angle here CDP plus angle DCP is equals to 180 degree. See here angle number 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Therefore, here see here angle P plus angle here CDP, which is of y degree, plus DCP. See here DCP, which is of x degree, is equals to 180 degree. But see here the adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. Therefore, see here angle ADC plus angle BCD is equals to 180 degree. That is the property of parallelogram. And here angle ADC means 2y degree plus angle BCD, which is of 2x degree, is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, here x plus y degree is equals to 90 degree. Then putting the value of x plus y degree 90 degree in this equation, therefore angle P plus x plus y degree, that is of 90 degree, is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle P is equals to 90 degree. Then see here in triangle PDC, angle P becomes 90 degree. Now it becomes 90 degree. Similarly, considering angle ARB, considering triangle, similarly in triangle ARB, see here angle R, angle here ABR and angle BAR. See here angle BAR x degree plus angle ABR y degree plus angle R, that is 180 degree. Therefore here angle x plus y 90 degree. Therefore here angle R is also of 90 degree. Similarly, by this proof we can write angle R is equals to 90 degree. Then let this equation number 1 Let this equation number 2. Then see here. Here in triangle ASD. See here in this triangle ASD. In triangle ASD. Here. See here. Angle S. See here. Angle ASD. Angle ASD plus angle here SAD. SAD plus angle ADS. ADS is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, here angle ASD plus SAD, that is SA here D, which is of X degree, as well as angle ADS is of Y degree, is equals to 180 degree. But here X plus Y, that is 90 degree. Angle ASD plus 90 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, angle ASD is equals to 90 degree. Let this here same. Then angle ASD and angle PSR are opposite angles. As angle S is of 90 degree, angle S is 90 degree. Therefore, here opposite angles, that is PSR. But angle ASD is equals to angle PSR, that is of 90 degree. Let this equation number 3. Similarly, we can prove that in triangle BQC, here angle BQC is equals to, that is of PQR, angle PQR, which are vertically opposite angles, are congruent, which are of 90 degree. Let this equation number 4. Then from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4, we can conclude that quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. That is the proof of this property. That type of few examples which is given in the practice set 5.2, you should solve all examples given in the practice set 5.2 in your notebook. Thank you.